Hello there, and today we will be learning the quick and easy way of the Maker Pen, because I know a lot of you guys have trouble, you know, you know, making your way through the Maker Pen. So today, this is basically all the information you need and all the basics, and there will be sequels to this, I promise, just in case this video doesn't tell you enough. But we will be learning about the basics, and next video we'll be learning about more. Okay, so first things first. So we're gonna learn how to get the Maker Pen out, because I don't know why people have issues with that, but a lot of people do. So we're gonna go to your watch. Of course, you can go like this, or you could just press a button. So you're gonna want to go to backpack, and then I have just favored it, but you can press use and it just pops up in front of you. But if you favored it, like the star should be orange, you could just take it off your back like that. Like watch, throw that away. Take it off my back. So that's the way easier way. Okay, so now that we know how to take out our Maker Pen, we gotta learn how to open it up, because what's the point of this little thing right here? Well, what you want to do is you want to kind of lift it up like this, and it should pop up a menu. So I'm just gonna let that still right there. And here's a bunch of buttons. So we're gonna learn how to use these things. So say you are making a tube, something like that, just drawing that. And then you still want them to be together, you still want the shapes to be together, but you draw another one. So you think they're together, but really, if you move them away, they're separate. So instead, so that doesn't happen, you can go to edit the object you just made, go to your palette, and do doodle around, and then now it should stick together when you move it. So delete that. So now we know how to do edit, which is pretty an important thing. But another thing is undo and redo, just in case you mess anything up, or you accidentally press undo, and you could just redo, so that doesn't happen again. So that's pretty self-explanatory. Snapping. So I have snapping on grid, but if you turn snapping off, it'll kind of be like this when you make a square and stuff, like imperfect, I'd say. And if you go to tools and put it on surface, oh, I put it on grid, I'm sorry. If you put it on surface, then you kind of get like a laser gun. You're able to just kind of attach to the surface, whatever you choose on. A lot of people like that one, but my personal favorite has to be grid, because grid spawns right in front, it's not uneven, and it perfectly matches. This is if you're trying to make neat things, and I recommend that all the time. But if you're a beginner, I definitely recommend putting little squares. So now that we know about that, we're gonna go to world space. This you really don't need to be worrying about right now, so we're just not even gonna worry about that. And show components. This is stuff you do with gadgets, but we're not gonna learn about that right now. So here are the settings. So pretty sure if you turn that off, snapping settings, surface, circuits. Yeah, so if you put on snapping, you get different settings. If you put on grid, you get different settings. So a lot of people do grid, so I'm just gonna go over these. So what you want to do is snapping settings, grid. You're able to make the rotation and how far it rotates. Let me try to just show you an example. So you go to cube, place that right there, and then you go to. So usually, if we rotate it, I would go not that big of an angle. And if we put it like this, oh well, let me just turn that down a little bit. Oh, I messed up. Wait, no, you gotta put it on a position snap. Oh, boom! Now it just goes around a circle. So I usually keep it on 45. And I keep this on 100. So here I show the grid, so you're able to like show grid is literally just, so you're ever making something with grid snapping a cube. It kind of shows like this little outline around it. You see that? Kind of to make it like a little aligned, perfect. So you want to keep it like nice and smooth and clean and even. That's definitely the way to go. And scale good players. This only applies to self-scaling. We'll learn about that later. Snap to center. You could. This is really your choice. I mean, just like how you move and stuff. But no, that's not really that important. Circuits and debugging. So here, this stuff is for like circuits and stuff like that. So we're not gonna do that yet because that's all the complicated stuff. And we're just trying to learn the basics, so maybe we could show all settings. So, this is a bunch of not that really important stuff. So, we're gonna go straight to like these buttons right here. So, create. Here. So select, and when you press create, you get back to the square. And and if you press the select. Usually, if you have to make it, it'll just, it just goes back instead of having to go to your palette, click it over again. So, if you're trying to do the same shape, so select is, so let's see, these are two separate shapes. You can see if I move this one, these don't move with it, these move separate too. So, if we select them both together, you get like an options. It says options, so I'm going to click on that. So you're able to make an invention, so you usually do it, and you're able to merge them together. You're able to copy them, and you're able to paint them. That's what eyedropper is. It's like, you kind of like, paint them. So merge shapes is what I'm going to do, and then look, now instead, like you just saw, they were moving separately. Now they all move together. So we're just going to delete that. So now we're going to learn about connect. This is, we're actually going to learn about this later because this is the gadgets and stuff, just connecting the gadgets together. So, now I will show you configure. Configure, you can really click on anything and it kind of gives you a bunch of stuff you can do. Like, if this isn't climbable right now, so look, you can't climb it. But if we configure it, make it climbable, now we can climb on the wall. What else? Just a little bunch of other stuff we can figure. Your little wall run on it. Like, you have to, like, switch that on. Stuff like that. Frozen. And all this stuff. You're able to get this. Tags. But we're not going to worry about all this stuff until later because this is not basic. Alright. Transform is really just kind of the same thing as, it's like literally everything combined. It's a little weird. I usually just, use normal things. Look, this is basically, you could use this, but like, this is everything. Like, this is move. It's move, rotate, and scale together, but they're all kind of the same thing. Move, of course, you're able to move the object. Rotate is, of course, you're able to rotate the object. And scale is, of course, you're able to make it smaller or bigger. So, clone and flip. So cloning, usually you have to if it's a big object, you should usually, walk away from it to see the grids and stuff. Or you could just simply click on it. You don't have to click on any of that stuff. And then whenever you do that, you're able to, move it, rotate it and stuff, and clone it, which is the most important part about it. Because look, that's how to evenly chrome it, And there we go. That's just if you want it to be a little more even. Oh, that hurts my eyes. So we're gonna stop with that. Okay, now recolor. Of course, you're gonna have to go to your palette and go to swatches. And I have a bunch of colors, but you're usually gonna have to create one. So go on the right, it says colors red. Like, the material, like this is some color and the material. There's a bunch of different options. So, and there's a bunch of different options for materials too. And look, if something's like not the color you want, oh, we gotta make an object. Some things that are made by the game, no, you're not able to. So we're gonna make that, and then we're gonna choose different swatch, and go to recolor, and then we color that, and boom. Now it's a different color. So freeze. So if it means a lot of stuff you can't grab already, but if you like you want to grab this, and usually you could mess up your map like this. It happened to me multiple times before. You grab it things, but if it's frozen, you freeze it right here. Can't grab it. Sandbox thing is frozen, and you're simply just able to unfreeze and grab it again if that's ever an issue. So make convention really is self-explanatory. If you just put all the things together, and then you just make options, or you just press next here, make convention, convention name, all the details about that kind of shows you. So manipulate is kind of like literally scaling, kind of, but like look. So if I let go, scaling would be like this. It makes it bigger, and I'm only putting it to the side, but manipulate, it doesn't get any bigger, it just moves it to the sides and stuff. So now we go off. Delete, of course, you click on something, you delete everything, so, boo, boo, boo. Okay. So now, get our maker pen back. Now that we learned about everything on this page right here. Oh yeah, also the ink. If this can go like whenever you see out 0.0 and 0 hundredths. Look, so let's put a bunch of stuff. Boo, 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 boo. Now it is 0 and 83 hundredths, which is not that good. So you definitely want to keep everything in kind of like a jumbo, but we'll learn about that later. So now that we're back to our maker pen, go to palette. Now we're going to learn about all these shapes and stuff. And we will make something in the end, I promise. So the tube is simple. There's many settings you're able to do for the tube. Kind of just like, smiley face. Very, very good smiley face. Let's try to do this again. Alright, there we go. That's 10 times better. Okay. Okay, so ribbon's kind of the same thing. It's just a little more, thin. Cube is, I think, what people use the most because it's also probably one of my favorite things. Because look at that, you're able to make little art with it. You gotta be like, this is why I like grids. Because you can make like little pixel art. You can make, usually you do recoloring to make it look better, but I don't know. Wow, that's very talented. Clap, clap. So, now we got our spheres, circles, it's everything the same, Cylinders, wedges, pyramids, hemisphere, cones, pipes, it's different, just like here in the middle. Then we got donuts, half pipe, half of pipe, of course, and we got a diamond, just so you don't have to make a diamond yourself. And whenever you grab things, you are able to manipulate them. It'll be a little easier. Look at that. I'm manipulate on. So there. Boom. You learned all about the shapes. Wasn't that so hard? So, we kind of already learned about swatches earlier. But, you're able to make them, add new swatches. Props. Oh, this is what a lot of people like. Look. 50's car. Look, you can't drive this one, but there's another one you can drive. I will show you guys that later. You can spawn an AC unit. There's literally hundreds of things bells, guns, blue microphone. Okay. So here, let's put on the bow. And you can make little maps with props. So I kind of like it. Many things, buttons, all that type of stuff. And inventions. I made a few inventions. So all this stuff, a bunch of that stuff. So here's the story. A lot of dorm rooms. You get your own dorm. And these are all custom-made creations. Rec room. They did not make these little people or big people, whatever. They, took some time, made little inventions. Why did I drop my big pen? Oh my gosh. They made little inventions like these. I definitely recommend, supporting all these guys. If you have a few tokens, you definitely should, check those out. So, circuits. A lot of people, this is the part of the Maker Pen where people just give up. But trust me, it's not that hard. So, we will learn about this, a little later. Not in this video, but I promise you, the next one or the next one after that. But, trust me, these are easy. Do not be intimidated by all these things. They all make sense, trust me. And here's really for the OG players. Button, checkpoint, clamp. This is more simple. These circuits a little weird. Just look at that. That looks a little weird. And this right here, way more simple. Oh, wait, I'm sorry about that. Wait, that is the only emitters, though. All that jazz. So, here's a very important part. Actually, I already did go over the settings, so we kind of did go over basically all the basics, honestly, so we did great. Oh, this is not that much. Trust me. The stuff I just showed you, which was kind of a lot. Trust me, it was not a lot. Let's see if I can hit that. I wasn't even close. Alright. So, let's delete all this stuff. Oh gosh. Now, with the stuff we learned, we will now make our own map. You need these roll shifts, or else the game will be broken, and you can't even delete them, so. Here. Now, let's make some stuff. So, here we go. We will go and start off with, of course we're going to start off with, what we're going to think about. We got to think, so we got to look around and think. So I'm definitely going to use this as a platform. We can kind of make it a little fancier. Let's get our swatches. Let's go get a nice little pattern layer. How about... Ooh, this is hard. Checkers. Let's make... What about black? That look good. Let's find out. How about red? That'll be awesome. Yeah, looks pretty good. We're gonna try to wind it up. This is what's so good about grid. Let's fly ourselves over here. Boom! Look at that. It looks amazing. Boom! Now we have a nice little platform. Let us make it look a little better. So we're gonna go over here. So I'm thinking kind of a diner theme. So this definitely doesn't look like a diner. So we will make it a little more like a diner. I think that would be a great material. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's perfect. But instead of that, this is what's great about the cloning ability. Just gonna go over here. Gonna try to attach that as much as I can. It could be a little closer. Yeah, that's good enough. And here, now I'm gonna clone him. That. And boom. Yeah. Just make this a little better. Boom. That doesn't look right. We're just gonna fix that up. Edit it. Boom. Okay, now we're gonna go to search, which is actually a great tool. Search button up here, way easier to find things. Like, here, I'm just gonna look for some glass. There we go. Now that we have some glass, I'm gonna put that light. Now, after that, we will clone these things. We will select all of them and clone it to this side and clone it to this side. Alright, and of course, we will need a door. Alright, let's make our own door. Flat palette. Let's get off of search. Click it again. Shapes. I actually think a good thing for a door, for like a, I'd say a nice, like a 90s diner, I'd say. Definitely would choose like a nice white, like, door like that. Then I will clone this. Oh. Done with that. Select that and that. And clone that over there. You're probably wondering what the heck. That is what. I'll show you. Oh. Let's move this over a little bit. It's kind of like cramped in. Okay. They look like eyes, but that's cool. So, I would not feel safe in this diner without a roof, of course. So, we're gonna get a nice little roof. Because you don't want the food to be rained on, of course. And you just don't want to have not a roof. That's also the case. Okay, so, boom, oh my. So, this didn't take too long. I didn't do that many decorations, but, we got somewhere in like 5 minutes, I'd say. In like 7 to 5 minutes, we did all this, so I didn't do any gizmos, everything I taught you, I made out of this. So, if this looks cool, I made this in 7 minutes, but if you really wanted to make this detailed, it would take you 20 minutes, and if somebody took 20 minutes, it would look beautiful. But, of course, it's all sloppy and stuff. There's no kitchen in the back, but we can definitely, do other things and really detail them up. I can really make videos dedicating to that. So I hope you learned something, and I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you're still here. That's the main thing. So comment below if what you want to see next, and you don't need to comment if you want to see gizmos or gadgets, because I already have that down. That's coming next, or the next after that. So, alright. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed the diner and stuff. I'm just gonna take you down there. The diner and stuff. I hope you enjoy it all. And I hope you learned something today. Like I just said, I really hope you learned something. Because if you didn't, then what would this video be about? That's the whole point. But I hope you enjoyed, and yeah. Comment what you want to see next, but yeah, if you're wondering about animations and stuff, like I said, I'm already on it, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.